Cogta in KwaZulu-Natal says over 20 homes were destroyed following heavy rains in Gwala districts. Several families were left without homes. Other homes were partially damaged following strong winds and hailstorms last night. Meanwhile, the Mangaung Metro Emergency Services and Disaster Management officials say they have also been responding to some incidents caused by a thunderstorm affecting parts of Bloemfontein last night. Various roads have been flooded due to the downpour. We're now joined via video link by meteorologist Annette Botha to look at weather patterns that one can expect at this time of the year. Annette, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Just talk to us about the interesting weather, one can say, that we've been having, across the country. Heat waves after heat wave, and of course, followed by those storms that we're seeing that are causing havoc in some provinces.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's start out by saying that, usually this time of the year, we do see these types of weather conditions, including heat waves and also thunderstorms. But one thing that we are also seeing is actually more prolonged thunderstorms that are just lasting for so much longer. And also it's just so much hotter over certain areas. And with the heat, that's also one of the main ingredients for severe thunderstorms to develop. So as soon as that high pressure system that is responsible for the heat wave moves away and we do have enough moisture, the thunderstorms develop, and then they've got a strong enough updraft to actually form hail and keep that hail high enough in the cloud for long enough up until it starts falling to the ground and creates damage and havoc in some areas.
You say it is, expected during this time of year. Just talk to us about some of the drivers behind these conditions.
So this time of the year, the main driver of thunderstorms across South Africa is what we call an upper level trough. That is usually just an area of low pressure system that meanders like a river and basically just transports moisture down from the tropics. That's where we are getting most of our moisture. Another player is also a high pressure system sitting south of the country that's also transporting moisture from the warm ocean waters near Mozambique. And those two weather systems working together is currently what we are seeing today, and the band of thunderstorms at the moment moving over parts of the Free State. That's also where we have an yellow level 5 warning in place for more severe thunderstorms possible throughout the day, which could lead to large amounts of hail, a quick heavy downpour, or even damage in winds.
And I'm glad you mentioned that level 5, because we know, of course, a yellow level 2 was mentioned, and of course a warning to specifically those provinces that we mentioned earlier, the Free State, western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, as well as Mpumalanga. Just talk to us about those different levels, especially what people can expect, particularly as you're speaking to a level 5 as an example.
So the South African Weather Service has a weather warning matrix, and you can find it on their website. If you look at a level 2 yellow warning that's currently valid for those areas that you've mentioned, as well as the high veld of Mpumalanga and Gauteng, the level 2 warning is basically telling you that the chances of these thunderstorms developing is high, but the impact might be minor. But then we get to a level 5 warning that we currently have over the Free State, the central part of the Free State, and it's just telling you that the impacts of these types of thunderstorms might be way more significant than a level 2 warning.
All right, so of course we're heading to the festive season. You're saying that, we could expect similar weather patterns. What are we looking like in terms of Christmas period, New Year's? Should people be covering up inside?
So at the moment, the seasonal forecasts are indicating below average rainfall as we go into the festive season and the start of the new year. We know that's because of the El Nino that is in play at the moment, and we usually have below average rainfall for those areas, definitely during an El Nino season. But we are expecting extremely high temperatures during the December season. So I won't be surprised if we might see another heat wave or two. And then, as I've mentioned, with the heat, if thunderstorms do develop, we are seeing that these storms could likely become severe. So I think the best thing is to be on the lookout for any weather warnings issued by the South African Weather Service, and please adhere to these warnings.